Is it hot enough for you today? Media power and saving souls. It is a scorcher out today. I don't know where you are, but where it is here, I zipped out for, had to run some errands. It was 34 degrees Celsius on the car thermometer. And so I'm here in the cool basement. Sorry I can't go live, but my live stream is not working that well. And so I'm just going to make this video and post it later. Saving souls and media power. I want that to be my theme today. Saving souls and media power. And so I'm going to get to that as quick as I can. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Long time no see. I haven't made much videos lately. But let's try and get through this. First of all, I've gone through a couple of books since I last talked to you. I think I mentioned them before, but in case I didn't, I will just briefly bring those up. I had a chance to read Unconscious Civilization, The Unconscious Civilization by John Ralston Saul, a humanist who thinks he's a reincarnation of Socrates / Plato, and definitely not worth reading at all, despite all these winner, Governor General's national bestseller. A complete waste of time with the only worthwhile ideas in it are ideas that he quoted from somebody else. I may do a review on it later, but for now, it is really not worth discussing. I'm sorry. It just isn't. It's a humanist view of... I don't have the energy. I'm sorry. I just don't. But I'll try and do a video on it later, but it's a waste of time. I'm sorry. Sorry, John Ralston Saul, but you suck. How else can I say it, right? But I did read it, and I know what it's talking about. So, you know, he's not going to pull one past me, but I'll deal with it later. In fact, I'll probably write something about it so that I can be more exact and lucid when I give my thoughts on it. This one here, I think I might have mentioned to you before, The Road to Hell. I finished that. How the Biker Gangs Are Conquering Canada. Very disturbing. And it was funny because the day that I finished this, the next day I woke up, or the same day, I can't remember, and I look on my news feed, and what does it say? Announcing the death of Mom Boucher. Maurice, I believe his first name, Maurice Boucher, who was the head of the Nomad gang in Quebec, the enforcement arm of the Hells Angels, and quite eye-opening. Obviously very fun to read, you know, true crime, you know. It's called True Crime Canadiana. Very disturbing, though. Very disturbing. You know, drug trade, extortion, stuff that's going on in Canada, and the RCMP being powerless to stop them, essentially. Quite eye-opening to see the power that this organization wields within Canada in their preferred spaces, niches that they control. I don't need to do a review on it because it's mind candy. It's just it's not mind candy. It's pulp. It's you know, voyeurism. It's watching something. Oh my, look at that. You know, people getting killed and all that stuff. It's depressing. It's tabloid. It's a tabloid book. Okay, so I don't need to do a review on that, and I won't because it's better left unsaid for now. This is the one that I'm digging into right now that I'm excited about, The Mind of God by Paul Davies. I will be talking about this. The author is completely in error, but he is very lucid, and I love the topics that he discusses, called The Mind of God, The Scientific Basis for a Rational World. Paul Davies is the author. He says, the New York Times says he re-examines the great questions of existence, and in the process, it also provides an entertaining and provocative tour of recent developments in theoretical physics. So you're going to like this one. I'm gonna do some reviews on this. I may do 3, 4, 5 videos on this actually. Yeah, even though it's a short read. This is how many pages is this? This is only 227 pages. 232 pages. This is a short read. I'm already how deep am I in here? I'm in 76, page 76, and I can already make 2 videos on this, or at least 1. So this I will be digging into, absolutely. This is a wonderful, wonderful read. Again, all these 3 books that I mentioned, I picked up for $1 from the Mesger's farm in Floridale. If you want to get a great deal on books, it's a better deal than Value Village. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for putting my head down so much in videos. Sometimes I click through these videos a little bit and I see that my head is always down. So I apologize for that. I'll have to work on having a better presentation style. Okay, let's talk quickly about the media and your power over the media. I noticed something remarkable recently. Justin Trudeau got a new haircut. Twitter freaked out. Everybody freaked out. And they said he looked like the guy from Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey, you know, whatever. Or they made all these kind of comments about his hair. Fair enough. The media picks up on it. The mainstream media, the mainstream Canadian media picks up on it. CTV runs a story on it. Even MSN ran a story on it. What does that tell you? Oftentimes, the media wants to keep up with the pulse of what's going on, what is interesting to the population, what attracts interest to the population. We do, the people. The people are what share different information, right? Obviously. But there are other topics that they won't touch. They won't touch other topics. They won't want to talk about it. They won't want to talk about this particular trial. They'll talk about that trial, but they won't want to talk about this trial. They'll talk about this medical situation, but they won't talk about that medical situation. But it showed me something. If we can goad the media into covering Justin Trudeau's haircut, what else can we do? Maybe we can share enough frustration, complaint, outrage, disgust about something like an app that forces you to fill something out about coming back into Canada. If you don't fill it out, you got to quarantine for 2 full weeks. What about something like that that is currently in place on everybody returning into Canada? Canadian citizens returning into Canada with a passport that says, this citizen shall not be hindered from entering or leaving the nation of Canada. And yes, it is still a nation. It's not a nation state. Okay, it's a nation state. They took us over and there's not much we can do about it. But let's hope that we could still be a nation. Let's hope we could still be a country and not just a province of whoever's at the top, right? Let's complain, because the only way is if we can influence the media. I was listening to the radio the other day, and every second of the radio, 570 News, 680 News, any of the other stations, all the FM stations, those are the AM news stations. Every second is loaded with paid messaging. Someone is paying for every second that is perpetuated over those airways, blasted out at 500 watts or whatever it is. Propaganda. The narrative that they want you to believe over and over and over again. And they make it sound so subtle. That is the deception of radio. I can't think of a worse job than to be a radio announcer, a disc jockey they used to call them, or whatever. Someone that is paid to speak so that every word they speak is controlled. They say, oh, you know, I was just checking out on TV the other day, and did you see that? Wasn't that amazing? Wasn't that amazing? No, it wasn't amazing. You're being paid to say that. This false marvel at the news that they're giving you. I saw the show and it was so interesting. Did you see that show? It was so interesting. No. They are being paid to indoctrinate the population over and over and over again. Every second is being paid for. We need independent radio stations. I wish somebody would go out to CRTC and say, I want to apply for a community radio station that's going to serve me and all the people on my street, or whatever, or small scale, something, I don't know. but we are in desperate need of Radio Free Canada. That's what we need, a station called Radio Free Canada, coast to coast, that only speaks truth, that is not influenced by money. No wonder it's called filthy lucre, that contaminates everything it touches, especially in the media. I saw a media company. It's called Canadian Independent Media. No, it's called the Canadian Independent. I'm sorry, the Canadian Independent. And this is a station that wants to reach people with what? With truth. And this comes to my topic about saving souls. I saw somebody's soul get saved the other day because of this independent media. Now, what is saving souls? Did Jesus say go out and save souls? Well, he did in a roundabout way, he did. And some people say, well, if a soul gets saved, they're saying the sinner's prayer and they're doing this and they're doing that and they're accepting Jesus into their heart. And yeah, that's okay, that's fine and dandy. But what is having a soul saved? It's when somebody comes to a knowledge of the truth, the logos, the truth that pervades all of our reality. When somebody has been indoctrinated and is asleep, and everybody is asleep to one degree or another. It just depends how asleep you are or how awake you are. But there's different levels, obviously. And somebody that is promoting what's true, how are they going to evaluate what we've been through for these last few years? It's no different than this, is it? It's no different from this. Straight up extortion. You take what we got, or we got something waiting in the wings that'll really get their attention. How many people saw that video? You know the video I'm talking about, where this multi-billionaire, software billionaire says, oh, well, if they're, when the next one comes, we're really going to get their attention. And he grins and laughs and smiles with his wife behind him chuckling and, all these type of Dr. Evil scenarios that we see. What will history evaluate what we went through? Straight up extortion. You take this and go along with the thing and sell it so that we can make our 50 or $100 billion or however many billions of, and every country went along with the whole ride. Every single country. And now every single country purchasing that product for hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars. And how effective was it? Do the math. It's straight up extortion. Dr. Evil times 10. Whoever's at the top, I have no idea. I don't care. But when somebody is trying to promote truth, I posted a video to my feed today, my Facebook feed. You can check it out. It's by a pharmacist talking to some guy. Now, that could be a staged video. I know. I don't know how genuine it is. The guy's voice is overly twangy, folksy. It may not be legit, but it looks legit. A guy walks up to the pharmacist and starts to ask him about the wiki-walkie and says, hey, should we do this or do that? And the guy seems to give a straight up. Now, if that pharmacist had given that opinion, how long ago? A year, year and a half, 6 months ago? A year ago? Would he have lost his job? Would he have been censored? Would he have been deplatformed? Would that video be allowed? But now, I guess the checks have cleared. Now I guess they've made their profits. Whether they want to release the one they had as a backup, saying, well, this one's not going to be so bad, but if you don't take what we're selling, we'll release this second. Maybe they've been bloated enough by their profits this year that it'll last them 3 or 4 or 5 years. But how long before they do the same thing all over again? This is why souls need to be saved. And by being saved, I'm talking about encountering the truth. And you'll know the truth when you see it. You shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Isn't that what he told us? He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. He said, the truth will set you free. This is what we're trying to share with people. Yeah, we can try and share, join my church, and say this prayer and that kind of stuff. Fair enough. Okay, you have your own definition for salvation. I have a definition for salvation. I'll tell you in one word. Truth. Tell me the truth. I don't want to listen to a radio announcer coming on telling me, oh, you know, I saw this Disney show the other day. Did you catch that Disney show the other day? Oomph that. F off with all that crap. I'm fed up with it. I can't listen to the radio. I go to the store. I like to listen to the radio. I maybe catch the news. I can't listen to the news anymore because it's not truth. I can recognize truth when I hear it, when I see it. You can smell it. You can touch it. It's everywhere. You see it in nature. Spend time in nature and you will recognize truth. And I'm fed up, man. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful for media like the Canadian Independent. I'll put a link in here. And there's other independent media that are trying to get truth. Yeah, they're trying to build an audience and they may have financial incentives just like everybody else does. Everybody's got to make a living. Everybody wants to get by. But those that are trying to get by without sacrificing their integrity, those are the people I want to surround myself with. Those are the people I want to hang out with. Those are the people that I say, hey, let's go talk. Let's go walk a mile together. Walk beside each other and let's chat about what's going on. And let's enjoy nature and appreciate the peace that we currently enjoy that is being threatened with being taken away from us. And if enough people will get together and complain about their leader's haircut, they can get together and complain about things of more significance. And if enough voices get together, they'll be loud enough that they'll be forced to be heard. Because for the media, it's all about the money. It's all about, and enough people turn off the BS media, then the truth will take over. Heaven help us. Deliver us. Oh God, have mercy on us. Deliver our leaders from falsehood, from lies. And fill our hearts with your truth. That's what I pray. That's my prayer for today. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry for droning on. And try and get some more videos out. But I really appreciate you watching. I love you very much. I know that God loves you. Don't forget, the biggest lie that exists out there is your own mind telling you that you're not good enough. Don't let your mind tell you that you're an F-up, or tell you that you're this, or tell you that you're that, or tell you that you're not saved. Don't forget, Ezekiel said, God said, every soul belongs to me. You got to fight tooth and nail to get out of the hands of God with your soul. I tell you that right now. If you want to send yourself into a hell of regret and flames within your mind and heart that you regret what you did, you could do it. But it's going to take work on your part. But remember that God loves you. He made this creation for you. Look around you. You're at the center of your own creation. That's how much He loves you. He cares about you. Turn off the noise. Go for a walk in the woods. Listen to the voice of God. And change. That's what He said. He said, change. Change the way you think. Put me first. Put God first. And He will speak to you. Guaranteed. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. It's all good. Take care of yourself. Watch out for the heat. It's a hot one out there. Man, it is scorching hot. Thank you for watching. I love you very much. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Bye, bye, bye.